Gamers! Hello, hello. We are in the building! We gonna get some more Jason Voorhees gameplay for you lads. Don't worry, Fortnite's not dead. I know nobody cares about that, but I've been playing a lot of off-stream Fortnite. As for this son of a bitch, though, we want to play him a little more, and let's play him sober this time, lads. Still long queues, not going to be too many games tonight, because again, I do want to get some Fortnite in as well. But I played a couple games yesterday off-stream, and we actually had some success with this build, and we're just getting to learn the character a little better. So we hit some better shots, and we're more drunk, so that helped. Bro, lads, I got way too drunk on stream. I did not anticipate getting as trashed as we were on Sunday. I did not anticipate that happening. But it was just one of those things, lads. It's like, well, shit. I've had this much, and uh-oh. So I feel obligated to provide more sober gameplay for Jason Voorhees. This killer's pretty good. This killer's pretty good, bro. Now again, do y'all want me to say the same thing every time? Like, do you guys want me to say the killer can't beat Survive with Friends? Is that what you want me to say? Because he can't. Like, is Jason not good against top percent teams? Yeah. He can't beat good teams, guys. But it's just like, bro, you know, I've been saying the same shit for 8 years. Killer can't beat good teams, the killer can't beat good teams, the killer can't beat good teams. Bro, if you want to know how I feel about all these new killers, just watch a fucking video from a while back. Same shit. Can't beat good teams, but he's alright. So it's just like, you know, I think it's kind of just maturing as a player and maturing as somebody who is like an adult in life and shit. Like, you can't fucking just expect to play this garbage, bro, and just... It's the same shit, guys! You know what I'm saying? It's the same fucking horse shit. It's the same horror shit, it's a different game, different stream. Y'all know how it is around here, bro. Y'all know how it be in this fucking shithole. We're just sitting here, bro. We wanted to get on earlier, but the game took fucking 20 years to update. But you know how it be, bro. You know how it is. It was down to 3 minutes yesterday. I don't know why the queues went back up. Random, what's up, my guy? How are we doing? We're gonna do some more Jason today, bro. Cause you know we got. I played off stream yesterday and it was like, yeah, it went better than the games I was like not sober. So it's like maybe I should do like 2 more hours of Jason games. Fortnite's not dead, by the way. We're making sure we get the obligatory Jason content, and he's actually kind of fun. He's actually all right. This build's pretty solid on him too. It's very hard for me to like process this new meta being good, because it's like not good because it doesn't beat good teams, but it's like, man, having like the slowdown combinations just don't work anymore. They don't hit the gens hard enough. So it's just like, you know, just have pop and use efficiency and tracking to use active slowdown to make up for the stuff that you don't get anymore, I guess. It's the only thing I can think of. But, you know, I stopped caring about this shit game, bro. Dude, before I came on, while the game was uploading, I did a Fortnite match on Switch. I hit the longest fucking hunting rifle shot of my fucking life, dude. It was crazy how it hit it. Yeah, gens aren't hit strong anymore. This meta is more stronger. Yeah, the stronger gets stronger, exactly. Ruin Undying can't... I mean, because Ruin can be good. It's just that I don't trust Ruin to survive. And if you think about Ruin is like... I mean, you could give up LP. If you really wanted to try something, you could, like, give up LP. But LP is really valuable. LP is really valuable. Maybe it's just more valuable on Jason because he could, like, use it. But, like... knowing where everybody is at the start of the game can just help set you up for success. Yeah, LP is good barbecue value. But, like, LP is, like, when you have a fast killer... Here's what I underestimated about Lethal Pursuer that I don't think I underestimate anymore. Because when you read LP on paper and it's, like, trash... It's like... well, it's not trash. It was never trash. It was just, like... Number one, Corrupt Intervention was like always better than it, up until Corrupt was nerfed. Like, so I guess it's been a couple years. But like, okay, it's still in a slowdown meta. In a passive slowdown meta, Corrupt was still probably better, and then just dropping Corrupt altogether was fun for a little bit. But it's like, if you have an LP play, like we had a game on Suffocation Pit yesterday. We were able to like pressure 2 people and then make a picture-perfect rotation to get somebody. That one play caused so much early game pressure on them that like just having a picture-perfect early game rotation could just win you the game right there. Win you the game is a strong phrasing, but it can set you up for so much success just doing the first 20 seconds of the game right. Just doing the first 20 seconds of the game right, no mistake, is like, it's crazy to say this, but it's worth a slot on Killer. Very good. A little far from him. We don't really have anything better to do. He's pre-dropping. Didn't really have an angle there. Maybe we have one here. Ah, we twitched over. We tried to like do an adjustment that didn't really work. God, she's good with the camera jukes. God, Killer's camera's still really bad, bro. It's like, that should not have worked to the extent that it did. Very good. I wish there was something you could do there. It's Bad Ham Preschool, unfortunately. But, unfortunate. We could try anti-tunnel tech. I don't think we'd get it, though. Unfortunate we got this map. This map and this meta is just a big fat good luck. Oh, bullshit. Very good. Coup de grace is still very necessary. Very good. We got the team. We can potentially make something happen here. I was gonna say, if that worked, we're having some problems. Very good. Oh, bullshit. Okay. We have a pretty good flow state going. Good. I didn't think he could make that. Come back totally possible. Just by being able to injure everybody. Being able to injure everybody, bro. Look how clutch that is. Can we get through here? We can. We can't. We can't. Can we? No, I didn't think so. Conserve the coup stacks as much as possible. They're very important here. Look how it cannot be understated barbecue's importance here. Even if you don't need every proc of it, the key procs of it you get can actually be something. We might need a coup here. No, we don't, because we got the hits. Nope. Sorry, bitch. Okay, everybody's close. See the active slowdown. The active slowdown, bro. Yeah, I know. We have to tunnel. We have to utilize our DS counter. They're on this. But Dwight's also dead. This one. We still have a coup token. He went this way. Scrub. Where is he? What the fuck? Like that could get you flashlighted behavior. You don't understand the game at all. Okay, we have another option. Let's. Okay, he's dead. Make sure that gets kicked. See? That 25% slowdown is brutal for them. Because they just lost somebody. They're probably going to swing over here and try to stop it. Jesus, are we getting fat shamed? What the fuck? This game is so bad. Okay. Coup de grace down, everybody. And yeah, that was a bad play. They really thought they could like body, but they were better off going for like body blocks there. Hook him as far away as you can to trigger barbecue. We figured. I figured. I'm a good enough player to figure that's where they were. But still. The coup de grace tokens, bro. That was just enough to win the game. Oh, we would actually want to. Ah, I wanted to like push him away from a tile. Okay, take the hit. We're not going to actually be able to actively hit him with 110. So just do this, reload. You'll catch him. Just stand here. Look at this. By the way, this 10%. Those are regression events, so you don't even want heavy regression on Jason anyway, because he can give you that. That's actually really good, bro. He can make his kicks 10%. That's actually really good. Okay, we need to come out. That's not the place to come out, Jason. That is not the place to come out. I think we lose it now. Yeah. They were both there, though. And we get 2 tokens, so it's not even bad to lose it. It's still a janky angle. It's not as straightforward as I thought it was going to be, aiming it. I thought aiming it was going to be super straightforward, but it's not. It's off center. It is. That's the janky thing about it. It's off center. Slightly off center, top left. It's definitely to the left. He must have DS. He took super aggro there. Okay, let's hit it. See, it didn't go where I thought it was gonna go. It actually went slightly to the right that time. It's ironically, we can actually play tiles with it better than we can just take a shot out in the open. I'm actually pretty good at the tile placing. We're just trying to work on stuff. We've already won this game. I just heard him. He's down there. The moment you hit the button, but slightly after it. Maybe that's what's fucking me up more than the actual game itself. It's the timing, it's the release of it that's giving me issues. I don't know. I mean, we got a couple. We're gonna do a couple more, so. But it's so weird because when we're at a tile, and I just throw it. The little hack I found of just approaching as close as you can to the pallet and then launching it seems to work more often than not. It's just weird that I can play tiles with the damn thing better than I can. It's better. It's weird that I can play tiles with it better than just shooting it out in the open. Because shooting it out in the open is supposed to be the easy part. But good stuff, though. A Bad Ham Preschool, no less. What the meta for killer is right now, and there are a couple different builds that let you do it, but like, you need to have a build that seizes the initiative. And then I think I said that while I was drunk. But you have to have a build that like seizes initiative. As long as your build can seize initiative, that's where it starts to become a little bit better. And if you need a killer that you can like really learn this with, honestly, if you want to see this new meta in action the best, I would honestly play Trashularity. And I would play Trashularity because he's really good at doing that. He's, number one, he's powerful, so he's just a good canvas to work with. And two, he's a very active, he's a very active playstyle. So he has a lot of synergy with the C's initiative style I'm talking about. So that, I would definitely recommend him if you're trying to like pick this up. He's a hard killer for sure. Definitely a hard killer for sure. But if you can like get him down and play it, there's no better killer in the game at teaching you this. IMO. Although if you don't love him for doing that, obviously Billy. But Billy, I'd argue Billy's harder. You don't see how people get kills with them? Twins, or obviously Blight, a fast killer. Maybe Vecna, Ken's another one. Just different. Karasu. I'm gonna stop doing it. Krasu could do it. Dracula could probably do it with Bat. There's a couple different choices, but like if you can get Trashularity down, if you can, like, it's not that stream. We'll definitely do that in the future a little bit. We actually have a couple videos on him when he first came out. Houndmaster, she's kind of quick. I could see that. Just like the more fast-paced killers. Then after you like get it down on the fast-paced killers, then you can apply it to a slower character. Also, Jason's not bad at doing this at all. And what's cool about Jason, keep trying to keep the focus on Jason himself. What's cool about him and doing something like this is that because he has this add-on, because Deputy's Badge seems to be his best add-on right now, it has a lot of synergy with a less gen defense heavy build. But yeah, 4 gen defense just isn't it anymore. All the perks, number one, they're too weak. They're too weak. And efficient teams. Here's one thing that I feel is different. Like, why is gen defense so weak right now? Even though we have a lot of the same options that we had, granted, just at lower values. Number one, the lower values. Well, if anyone saw like Wage's comment, like Wage's being like, "Oh, this is the stuff I always said was good." Well, I mean, yes, this stuff may have been cute back in the day, but like the gen defense builds were just insanely better back then. Don't forget that. No shade on Wage. That's just but This stuff is like good. It's better now because the gen defense options are so nerfed. That's the first thing. This active slowdown meta is only better because the passive meta slowdown doesn't work anymore. It just doesn't work. So you have to adapt or perish. And then number 2, survivors are so good. Good teams in this game are so good at dealing with the fucking slowdown perks as a combination at this point. They all know they're coming. They know what to do, bro. They know how to beat you if you're running them. It's a very basic. If you run the slowdown stuff, you're probably going to be the most basic game of the night. Killers are getting released recently, have been stronger and stronger to reflect this meta more back then. All they needed gen. That's also true. Because again, that's something we've talked about in the past, Random. Barring a few, like, I don't know when that really started, but, like, barring a few duds, like, Springtrap's kind of a dud. They just rush the gens before your shit can actually be used. Yeah, that's a good point too, Daniel Master. But yeah, a lot of the killers, like Ken and Krasu, Vecna, Dracula, Vecna 1... Did I say Ken? Trashilarity. Wesker is even starting to go in that direction a little bit. The last horrendous killer we got, barring Nurse like Skull Merchant, Chucky on his release could do it. Also, like a lot of the killers are just stronger now. Like if you go, barring like Nurse and Billy, you prepare the top half of the roster to the bottom, it's not even close. Aside from some reworks, like again, Clown's pretty fucking good right now, guys. Some of the other killers have been granted quality of life adjustments, and the ones that have like been good in the past, like a Spirit or a Nurse or a Billy, have had no issues adapting to the new meta. But anyway, but that's all one thing. But the other thing is that they just rush the gens before Pop and Pain can be used. Exactly. And if your name is fucking let's say your name is Sadako, rest in peace, Debbie Chase. If your name is Sadako, you're not gonna down people so your Pop and Pain res can be used before they seize advantage if they're good. It's just not gonna happen. So, what's the best thing you could do? Number 1, catch them off guard at the start of the game. LP's the best thing to do for that. 2, you have coup de grace to actually get them. So coup de grace is still the best perk in the game. The best individual perk is still probably coup de grace. Game of Foot's still a really good perk by itself too. Combos with so much. It's like, do you value Game of Foot's combo utility more, or just Q's just fucking straight up lethality? I think Q's the better perk because I think Q is stronger. But coup de grace won us that last match, by the way. Another reason that coup de grace is so good, I'd say it's better than Game of Foot just as a perk. Because again, I think very highly of Game of Foot. I think Game of Foot's a good perk. But like, these fucking new palette spacings, the new tile spacing that's in the game, the new palette density, it just, if you don't have coup de grace, you're gonna die, bro. If you don't have coup de grace, you're gonna die. You're just gonna die. And if you're not running it, and I can tell you what to take out to slap it in there for your build to be better. That's why I like this variant. Like, Wage's variant is, Wage is still doing the furtive chase, friends till the end, Game of Foot, Nemesis, or I think he swapped Game of Foot for Nemesis. I forget what his whole build is, so I can't really say. But, like, I like this variant better because it throws a slowdown in there, which maybe Wages does too. Again, I don't know his fucking build by heart, because I don't care about this game anymore. But, like, the barbecue pop combination on a killer that can move decently, combined with just adequate knowledge of where to go, that knowledge is converting to slowdown. That's something you have to just understand if you're gonna play in this new era of the game. You just need to you need to accept, it can be hard to accept this, but you need to accept that just having barbecue and chili, because it is hard for me to accept. I come from an era of the game where I am very married to use your ability to track them by being a good player. It's great. It's really great that you can track them by being a good player, but just having the fucking I'm gunning straight over there because I know where you are, is giving you maybe like even that extra 10 to 15 seconds is slowdown on the generator. You have to understand that. You getting there at 16, you getting there even 12 seconds before you would if you were just a good player is saving you on generators. Because let's pretend you don't have barbecue chili and you have pain res. Right. If you have pain res and you hit the gen but you don't know where it is, they can make up the time that the fucking thing was pain res for. If you just get over there, it's the same thing as having a pain res, pretty much. Stopping them 12 seconds earlier. Now again, that also doesn't mean don't tunnel. That also does not mean don't tunnel. If you can get over back to hook, if you can, like, when you're a character, again, like Jason here, who can pretty much just do this, and look how fast you're moving, and I'm not even looking at, I wasn't even looking for LP. Okay, we found them anyway. I'm glad we found them. They can undo pain res and ruin with two, yes, they can do pain res in 10 seconds with two people, bro. You just need something else in today's game. And by the way, having LP there, we got the down in 10 seconds. The fuck we need Corrupt for? Unfortunate we didn't get that. But we still got the injure. What the fuck we need a Corrupt for? Look how quick we got that. Trust yourself. Here's the thing. You know we can beat them. You know you can beat them, bro. Noob lobby. Right. It's Jeff matchmaking, bro. You're gonna get what Jeff matchmaking gives you. There's nothing you can do about that. The only thing you can do is beat what the game puts in front of you. And again, do you want me to say that he doesn't beat Swift? Because he doesn't. But it's just, we've been saying that song and dance for fucking 12 years, bro. You and I are both good enough players to know he does not defeat surviving friends. We know. Do you have something else to contribute to the conversation other than that? Is the question at this point. Let's see if we can apply some forward before pressure. You know what I mean? We know he doesn't beat Swift. If we know that you're probably not good if they're losing, we know that. Is there anything else we have to say? Because if that's all we gotta say, we're analyzing the game the same way we were 10 years ago. It's just like, come on, it's just like, that's such a boring conversation. It's a conversation stopper. It's not that I disagree with you, because you're not wrong. It's a conversation stopper, is my point. There's nothing I can say beyond, yeah, these guys aren't very good. Yeah, we fucked up there. Right. His best, like, again, if you want to say, there's no productivity in that, right? Now again, if you want to say what's the best thing he can do against a good team, it's probably to go back to hook, spear the guy, and do a double injure. That's probably the best thing he has against good teams. That's like, if that's what you'd like to discuss, that's probably what it is. That was the trash. But yes, this is a not very good lobby. I don't think we've thrown one spear this whole game. Bruh, Omnipresent Evil is more important than your spear. I think the spear is inconsistent and janky. I think it's designed to be that way, though. I think your better plays with the skill are going to come from the teleportation power. I think the spear is for, like, very niche hits. Right. If you would like to make a competitive killer tier list that analyzes for highest level of the game, the whole roster is in fucking F tier. Minus, like, a couple characters. The whole roster is in F tier, bro. Which is what that one guy, as everybody remembers, if anyone's a Jay Allo podcast veteran, There was somebody who was in the J-Hollow community that was saying that. He wasn't ever on the podcast, but he was, like, in the community, in the space, enough to where I knew who he was. I forget his name. Also, it's not even 110, this is... That was more on... That was actually a better look. That was a better look than we've had in the past. Just get this down. We've earned enough to take a stun there. We need to get better at doing this. That could have worked. That was a good look. Okay, we need to stop trying to, like, bait that gen so hard. Let's go over here. That's who we're looking for. Very good. Is she dead? Can we kill her? Why can't we kill her? Yeah. So it's like... Fifth coup, I think we get him. Yeah. Caltree seems to be pretty bad for him. It's a hooked one. Okay. Oh, bullshit. Yeah, that seems like you have to really know the spear. Okay, we got that down finally. Yeah, it's clunky, it doesn't go where I think it should go. Okay. Yeah. The areas that they're at just require a lot of knowledge. Again, it's hard. The game's way harder for you than it is for them. $115 gets that down. No, he's better than Springtrap. We gotta get better at doing that, right? There she is. It's just like every time I end up throwing it, it's like a bad play. It just ends up being a bad play even though it shouldn't be. Because you have to like really know it. He's a power creep. He's a power creep Springtrap. He's better than him in every single way. His angle is janky. That's the only issue I'm having. Everything about him on paper makes absolutely perfect sense. We actually have them 3-gen if we can just hold it. Hopefully she let us fucking kick this again. Oh, thank you, doll baby. Okay. I think we can get her. That was a better look. We're having better looks with it. We're just 110, bro. It's not good. Well, she went all the way over there. We have them 3-gen, so keep the pressure on her. She's injured. See, that was too far. That was overcompensating. We get a lot of value if we get a hook here. So just leave her slugged. Try to force the other person in. That should be 60. And the other person's forced in. See how bad of a play that was? To even try it. That's why I don't like the killer's aim being so dumb for no reason. His aiming is stupid to give him an artificial skill cap that doesn't really need to be there. Do you understand what I'm saying? They could really simplify that for you as the player. They're choosing not to do it because it makes them harder. It's a stupid skill gap that doesn't really need to exist. My issue with the aiming is not that it's hard, it's that it makes no sense. It's just, yeah, it makes him fucking less, it's just stupid. It's there because they feel like they have to make him hard for some reason. He doesn't have to be hard like this. They're choosing to do that to you. That's why I say this company doesn't give a fuck about you. It's one of the many reasons I say that. Because they don't have to do that to you. Very good. Right. You have no gameplay here. Dead hard. The one thing that hurts coup de grace. Now those guys really pulled it together second half. Hold this for a draw if we even get that, bro. Yeah. Now again, it's a draw with a, what, asterisk. If we tunnel, we win. If we tunnel, we win. Also, the Dwight was not bad. The Dwight was actually pretty damn good. Right, but again, that's the thing. They have an aiming mechanic on him. It's just how you view the philosophy of the game. They have a mechanic on him that is flimsy, clumsy, and inconsistent on console, at best. It is very hard to hit your shots, bro. Now, if I wanted to solo main him, I could go to my sensitivity and probably tone it down a bit, and that would probably help. But it's like, I think they need that. That's something they really need to actually do, is individualized killer sensitivity. I think they really need to do that. Because I don't think our sensitivity is optimal on him. I'm not bothered. I can't be bothered changing it. Because it's a pain in the ass to have to go back, remember my sensitivity for every single killer in the game. It's just dumb. So I just leave it at, like, a sensitivity that's not going to get me spun. But it's what we were saying during the match. You have an aiming mechanic on him that could be easier, but they are choosing to make it the way it is. If they made his spear go to the center of the screen... Right. But, I mean, they have... It's that and the design. The design of it is they have it going off slightly to the left to where it's very hard to pick up on. It's very hard to pick up on, especially when the counterplay to him is the same counterplay they've been doing to other killers for various years. So, they know their counterplay, but you don't know your aim yet. Especially on console when it's clunky, there's a little bit of lag. Which, I mean, there's a little bit of lag no matter what you're going to do. It's an online game. But it's like, they could easily make this easier. The company could very easily optimize this to be easier. They are choosing not to do it. Because they are conditioned to believe that every killer requires an insane skill gap to be played optimally. On paper, my headspace as a player wins that game 100% of the time. The problem is we missed our spear on the Rebecca. If we spear that Rebecca, we win the game. Everyone knows the spear I'm talking about. It was the one that if we hit it, we were like kind of right behind her. If we hit that, we win the game because we commit to her, kill her. She wasn't that great. But it's just like, then it makes it like, so experimentation is a bad play. You're trying to do what's safe. You're trying to just get the hits. That's why I say the more hits you can get with your, especially on console, the more downs you can get with Omnipresent Evil, the easier you're going to have it. That spear is not your friend. Right. Correct, Daniel. That's absolutely correct. Every nerf against killer is 2 times worse on console, and that's another thing. So every kill, so that blight nerf killed him on console, I believe that 100%. Going up one, real stabby. Range killers are in general at just baiting and zoning merchants on a controller, also correct. But here's the thing. Because a majority of players play this game on controller, that's what gets nerfed. Because a majority of players are using them as baiting and zoning merchants. So that's why you read in your patch notes that you're getting nerfed. And they said we want to up the skill ceiling of playing the killer for you to actually have to hit your shots, but they don't make your mechanics friendlier to hit the shots. They just punish you for canceling it. Now again, all of this is just sour grapes by the fact that I gotta hit shots. But like, here's the thing. If I want to hit shots consistently, it's like you have to fucking play the game all day. I'm sorry, I'm not doing that. Just baiting. And it's like, again, it's not, like, on paper, you should have to hit your shots. But again, it's designed against you even still because of the fact that they make it weird. They make you have to go with, again, they know how to beat you because they've been beating Huntress since the game came out. Correct. Omnipresent Evil's a decent ability. It's a great ability on its own. It's pretty damn good. Now again, they know how to counter your projectile because they've been doing it since the game came out with Huntress. Every projectile killer in some way, shape, or form is like her, correct? They've been dealing with your projectiles since the game came out. So they know what confuses a Jason. They know what movements to make to confuse the Jason. But you have to go in there and learn the aiming. Now again, in 2 years when we were better at the aiming, it's not going to be that much of a problem. It's just a problem right now. Because there will be games when we go in there and we're really going to start to figure it out. We can pretty much do about 85% of the throws we need to do. There'll be games for 2 years from now when we can actually do that. But it's like, right now, we can't do that because this is my second time on the killer, and I don't have 7 hours on him right now. And we have 6-minute queue times in between games because everybody's playing right now because Jason's here. Combined with the fact, with all that they don't want to camping and tunneling, right? Because it's like when you get survivors that know what they're doing, you basically can't hit them at all when you start. And again, it's just how it is. Again, you'll find it. Even on controller, you will find it. Notice that a lot of those guys, they didn't like drop the pallets in our face. I think the survivors are already starting to realize that as soon as they drop the pallets, they're dead. Which again, that's kind of true with Huntress and everybody else as well. But like for Jason, it's especially us console Jasons are waiting for you to do that. We want you to do it so bad because that's the only way we can like hit a spear. And again, it's like Fortnite. The way to do it's just to go in and lose. You have to go in and just figure out the spear. That's what you have to do. But like, again, the more downs you get, but again, it's hard to want to experiment because you get 6 minutes in between games. And so it's like, I want to just figure out what the hell I'm doing. I don't want to go in there and experiment with the angle when I have to wait 6 minutes in between every game I play. Again, all this stuff won't be a problem in the future. It's just a problem right now. Forces you to teleport to break. It's just once you gotta go in there and lose. As soon as you figure out the angle, you'll figure it out. And again, we didn't lose that game. We had a draw. 4 flashlights. This will be fun. Should we put in Lightborn? Nah, I don't want to drop it. We're gonna get hit with a bunch of flashlights. But it's just, again, you just go in there, you do it. It's whatever. It just is how it is, bruh. Wages in the building, bruh. How you doing, bruh? Wage, is there a trick? How are you aiming with them? How are you aiming with them? DLC has proved Jason's still the king of slashers. I mean, I mean, they put Timu Jason in the game, and he still crashes player count. he still crashes player count. They put Timu Jason in the game with no Tommy Jarvis and no map, and this game still has more fucking. He still has more fucking players on this game than at any point in history. That's crazy. That's actually really impressive. Whoever said Jason's the king of slashers. They put Timu Jason in the game with no map and no Tommy Jarvis, and he still has the highest player count in the history of the game. Incredible. Okay, 50-50 aiming? What do you mean? Sophie's here. Okay, so like, are you just like picking a side? Are you like picking a side? Is that what you mean by 50-50? Yes, the aiming mechanic is shit. Which is why I was just saying, literally just saying that. The aiming mechanic is actually kind of shit, to be honest with you. The way he aims is really stupid. Like, that's a useless one for me to go for. Because it's too far. What the fuck? And like, he has a weird thing where he can just go a lot higher. A lot quicker. Ah, that was our chance to hit her too. Break off. If you don't see what you like, just break off. I like what we see here much more. See? The come up to the pallet tech is working. The more you get like that, the better. Okay. We made the right choice. I don't like what we see her, though. She's pretty good, this person. Doing a lot of good job keeping me at a distance. Here we go. Now she can't get her. Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm sure she bitch meters there. We got 3 people injured, though. It was pretty good. We got the team. We don't like the what's her face at all. The Mexican chick. We don't want anything to do with her. She knows what she's doing. The hate for the design is insanely forced. I will continue to say it is not my favorite. Like, it is not my favorite. I do not love the design. This looks like tunnel fodder. That worked. You think, well, okay, again, he doesn't beat good teams, which is what I said before, but again, I think both things are true. I think he's okay. I think he's good. I'm good, in quotes. I don't even really think he needs a buff. It's just the design of the game gets in his way. Very good. See, we used the height there pretty well. It's not that I, like, don't understand the angle. It just seems to be, like, intentionally clunky. Let's bloodlust game this. I think we can. Oh, bullshit. Want to see if we can get her. I tried to flick to adjust again. Did you see that? Can I kill her? What am I doing? I can just kill her. Once you have the team injured, his advantage state feels pretty nice. I don't want to lose her. Coup de grace essential. Is there somebody over here too? That's good enough. It actually hasn't, because I thought it was actually worse than it was for us. Huh. We don't want anything to do with this person. This is the survivor who's good. Unnerved Pop is great. The survivor's undownable. Not, at least for my Jason, the survivor's not downable. We just have to push her. Maybe she swung over here. Yeah, I tried to force it. I was hoping she would move. Let's just make sure we're not getting beat over here. And we're not. We have 5 coups. No respect to you, play Survivor. Very good. Good play. Good play. Very good play there. Okay. I still don't love the pace of the gens. I don't. They get that. It's gonna be another draw. A better team that time, though. Yeah, the Meg was trash. The what's her face was not downable, which was a big problem. I don't know. Yeah, they need to do individual killer sensitivity. Trying to think. We could try. Let's try pain reso. Let's experiment with the different slowdown option to see if we feel like it's helping. Not a lot of pops that game though, so maybe. I'm down to just try anything to see what works. I like this combination though, I do. We should have challenged, if we challenged DS and didn't get hit by it, we would have won. We should have just big balls that. If we didn't get hit by a decisive strike, we would have won. Which we didn't, it's just we respected the damn perk, so if we didn't respect it, maybe we would have won there. But, again, that was not a trash team to be drawing to. The what's-her-face was really good. The other two were average and the Meg was bad. So they had one really good player, 2 average ones, 1 really bad one. Yeah, we also got bad gate RNG. If we had better gate RNG, that was more doable too. Again, not bad. It's just we want to be hitting more spikes. It's just like once there's somebody who is good, it's like they're not possible to even hit. I told myself we would throw more that game, we just ended up not. It's not hard to reload. We hit a nice one with the angle. Like, I understand that the angle, like, arcs. I can't find the perfect place to put the camera to make it go straight. Here's a question. What angle do you need to make the spike go to the center of your screen? That's the question I have. What do you need to do to get that fucking garbage in the center of the screen? Has anybody tried to, like, work with that yet? Once I figure out how to place the crosshair wherever the crosshair is, because there's no crosshair, I would love for him to have an add-on that lets you have a crosshair. Just to see what the hell the devs are trying to do here with this. Also, the solder rock has been really nice. We've been noticing barely any exhaustion perks. I should have actually made sure to proc a jump scare so the dead hard wouldn't counter us to make sure Q doesn't get popped like it did that last game. Is Leatherface worth buying? It depends on what you are trying to do with this game. If you are trying to win, no. If you just want to have fun with Texas Chainsaw Massacre, he's fun. If like he's not like worthless. He's fun. He's a fun character. Is he good though? No, not really. Again, it just depends on what you're trying to get out of this game. If you're trying to win, no. But if you're just trying to get on the game and have some fun, sure. He's fine. He's fun. If you have money, here's another thing I always recommend. If you have money and you're spending money on the game, always buy a license. Because everybody else can be bought with in-game currency. So if you're a budget player, never buy somebody with fucking money that you don't have to buy. It's very easy to do what I've done here, which is stack in-game currency with shards. If you play this game a lot, you will get the currency needed to purchase characters. You just have to be on the game. It's actually, it's not, I'm not going to say it's friendly, because again, I've accumulated this over a long time. But like, it's not as unfriendly as it could be. If you have money, make sure you're buying a license. Unless you get like something for your birthday or some shit, I guess. But again, I would still buy licenses. Once you're caught up though, another thing I recommend if you're a budget player, once you're caught up, never fall behind. This game is very expensive to get into now, because it's still like 30 bucks for base game, and then you have to buy everybody. It's very expensive. How does anybody know how much it actually is for all the content in this game? Like, if you pay money to buy everything, you buy the base game, and then you buy every piece of DLC content with actual money, how much is it? Because that's, like, absurd. I don't have everything in this game. I have barely half the content, I think. But I hate a spear. Slow, yes, I hate the spear too, bro. And what's really sad is I actually love Omnipresent Evil. Omnipresent Evil is a super cool and fun ability to use. It's just the spear is just so... And again, it's the worst thing about it is it's clunky by design. They designed it that way. They don't have to do it to you. They could have very easily made that spear fly at the center of the screen and made it much easier for everybody to hit. But they chose to not do that. They chose to give you a learning curve for no reason other than having a learning curve and the survivors bitch at them to make it so. We are in the same boat, Wage. We are in the exact same boat. I like the character's design. I just hate the spear. I don't even hate it. Hate's a strong word. I hate the design of it. Because again, when you sit and play this game all day and all your... Like, when you wake up in your day and you go, the spear is killing it for me, map mobility is fine. Correct. That's exactly my problem. When you... Now, again, now I'm sure, like, people like, oh, but hey guys, Scott here, hey Jason, it's actually not so bad. I don't know what everybody's complaining about. The thing with it is, like, if you wake up in your day Your entire day is, oh my god, I'm gonna figure out Jason's spear today. It's gonna be great. And then you play for 9 hours and you figure it out and you go, what's everybody complaining about? Well, yeah, you got to play for 9 hours today. I didn't. Because I have a job. Very good. No, Jason doesn't need a nerf, but I don't even think he needs a buff either. I would like a quality of life adjustment for console players on the spear. I would. I think that would be a very good change. It's that worst kind of clunky where you don't even fucking... where you don't even really fucking, like, want to use it. You don't even want to use it because it's just, there's something wrong with that. Maybe it is dead zones. Maybe that's what it is. But it's like, I don't even want to use it because it's so clunky, and every time I use it, I get punished and I feel bad for even trying. I feel like I can't even pick him up. Okay, we can get over here. Is there a way I can get on that right there? We need to get better at using the switch sides mechanic. I just tried to pick that up. That needs an adjustment too. Like, he's not on the hook, bro. There should be no anti-camps there. It's an anti-unhook interception. That's exactly what that's a better way to describe it, actually. It's not anti-camp, it's anti-unhook interception. You can see when you're too close. I mean, yeah, but like my only play there was to do what I did. Switch sides. Then when they healed in the basement. Very nice. We're trying to save that gen over there. I want to get to like an advanced state going. There she is. See, that was right where it needed to be. Except it wasn't. Very nice. Nope. Sorry. But we need to actually scorch hook her. Slow on that gen. Look at that. Cool, cool, cool. Scorchhook's not bad. Life is kind of cool sometimes. Bruh, the weirdest thing is I'm better at the weird angles. And like the under pressure hits. Just trying to hit somebody out in the open. It's like I'm not even near them. But then when I gotta do like a weird angle. Oh, what am I doing? I was reading Hayes' comment. He must have went this way. Yeah, they did a patch today. What are you saying, Hades? You get a 13% haste if they hit a wall. If they hit a wall? I almost hit her too. The weird angles I'm better at. If they don't hit a wall. If they hit a wall, you don't get 13. So if I hit a spear, I get 13% haste. Is that what you're telling me? That switch sides mechanic is actually so important. Let me see that. I would like to see that. I don't have haste. If you hit a spear and don't hit the... But did he hit a wall? Oh, there's an add-on that does it. Okay. It's the coffee. Okay. I thought it was like base kit. Bro, the weird angles. It's the weird angles I like. Nice, I like weird angles on him. I don't like the straightforward ones. Bro, I like the weird angles! Is anybody else having that experience? I don't think so, because even in the last couple matches, it's whatever the wall... Because if I try to hit him in a straight line, I'm not going to get it. See? Now that was close. I will grant you that was closer, at least. I'm not going to hit this. Watch, I'm going to go for it. I'm not going to hit it. That perk saved him. I need momentum here. So I can't. What I'm saying is I'm not even going to try a spear there. We need the Fang Mean. This should get us her aura with barbecue. I don't see her aura. Bruh, it's the weird angles. I like the weird angles. I like when they're on an elevated plane. I'm having success with that. Okay. Is anybody else anybody else having success on weird angles? Where they're fucking just like in the air on elevated planes, weird shit. Haven't played enough yet. See, like, that whizzed right fucking past her. That's not as hard of a shot to hit as the other ones I'm hitting. Maybe it's because they're not used to being attacked from those vectors. And he can actually do pretty damn well against you at those vectors. Maybe that's what it is. I didn't actually see him. I don't like when they say... Okay, he got a read on me there pretty bad. Okay. Is there junk here anywhere? There we go. We can kill her, can't we? That's a hook spike. We can kill her. Probably my best game is him ever right there. Definitely a game where the players were solid enough to where they're not, I wouldn't call them garbage. We hit a lot of spikes, but again, do you see how much pressure we had there? Once you start fighting the spikes, that's when you're gonna get the engine rolling. Because what was the difference there? We found the spikes. The spikes showed up. I don't think we recreate that game for a bit. I wouldn't consider me good with this shit yet. Far from it. But like, once you can hit those spikes, bruh, hit your shots, like, hi. Hey, so stay right there, sweetheart. I can't break that? Be right with you. Like, see how I couldn't hit him when he was standing still. Like, I couldn't hit him when he was standing still in my face, bro. He actually got out. I mean, it's in the game. It's just it's just not that good. It doesn't really work. It prioritizes getting you into a game versus the fairness of it. It's not as good as Patrick's system. That was alright. I mean, I feel like we were a little slow, but so were they, so. I liked the weird angles there, bro. Let's spend another $1 million on them. We'll do a couple, we'll do 1 or 2 more. Just 7-minute queues in between games is rough. Okay, where's the add-on we were talking about? How many matches required to climb it? Not a whole lot, I would imagine. If it's how I think it is. Which one? Coffee. If they do not collide with the environment. But it increases the distance they're pushed by 25%. I don't care much for that. It takes a good little bit, but isn't every killer's MMR like... Don't you have a base killer MMR? Don't you have like an MMR that's like combined for all your killers? Or something? That they use as like a starting point? It's only really good for wall pins. You're right, every killer has their own MMR, but I think there's still like an average that's taken into account. I don't know. They're gonna butcher the system anyway. They're already announced that they're gonna change the matchmaking again, so there's no point through this really. We're just waiting for the new system. It's good for wall pins, but then you don't get the haste. But I mean, it's still a wall pin, so that like there is a starting point semi-close to your main killer. Thought so. I thought that's how it worked. So it's like you could use your main killer theoretically to make everybody else climb. They're changing the new system to be closer to the old school system. So we're going back to ranks. So great. Everybody, you will get to feel good at Dead by Daylight when you get even more trash in your games coming up to a ranks-based system near you. Which again, you know what? The whole point of MMR, here's what I'll say. The whole point of MMR is to fix the balance, bro. If nobody wants to fix the balance, then what are we doing? If we don't want to fix the balance, then why have it? That's what it's there for. It's not just we're having it to have it. It's there. It's supposed to be there to feed data for statistics that help them fucking nerf Survivor. That's what it's supposed to be doing. If MMR isn't there, if they're not nerfing Survivor, what are we doing, bro? Right. Right. Freddy's no longer playable. If we are not nerfing anything on their side, there's no point to having the MMR system. When I was fighting for the system so vehemently, they said that they were going to change the game around it. That's what Patrick was saying. Well, they're not changing the game around it anymore. It's a half-assed, butchered version of what it used to be. They're not changing the game around it. They are not doing anything with MMR. It's not there. It's there because... And all they did was make things worse. After Patrick left, yes, all they did was make things worse. Here is what they need to do. They need to have a system that does not punish you the way that ranks did. Here is what they need, because again, they're not fixing the game, guys. They're never gonna fix this game to make fucking Trapper viable against 4-man Swift. It's not happening. So, all they ideally, because again, the rank system, even on a level of discussion to where we are talking about, I just come home and play against casual survivors, and I want to see myself do well, and it doesn't matter if the game's fair or not. Okay, so having a more casual system where us fucking high tier killers can go up against low tier survivors once again to inflate kill rates, if that's what we're doing again, it still needs to feel fair on my end. I don't want to see anything that punishes an individual killer for playing their objective and their win condition. For example, if anybody remembers how bad Plague was in the old system, that can't come back. If anybody remembers how bad... We used to talk about the idea of the Keystone Killer. Well, that's how you fix the game. That's how you fix the game. I still believe that. The Keystone Killer is still probably the best idea I've ever had on how to fix Dead by Daylight. But nobody's interested in fixing Dead by Daylight. So this is how we have to talk now. Does anybody remember how bad Plague was in the old system? You would kill 3 to 4 people. You would kill 4 people and get brutals. You'd kill 3 people in D rank as her. And then she was the least picked killer in the game. Gee, I wonder why. And then, to flip it, does anybody remember how good Legion was in the old system? Where you could fucking rank up on a loss. Like, all of that shit, that's what's gotta stay out of the game. That's the thing from the MMR system you keep. Make sure that, like, just award a kill. So it's like, okay, the killer killed somebody, they get a bunch of points for their kill emblem, or whatever the fuck. As long as whatever new system they put in, rank adjacent or not, doesn't overly punish you for, like, having to camp or tunnel somebody, or play the game correctly to secure a 4K, as long as it halfway aligns with getting a 4K, to where the Plague isn't gonna fucking D-rank on a win, we can at least fucking have a discussion, I guess. Because, again, they're not doing anything with MMR. They haven't done anything with MMR since Patrick left. What's it still doing here? Don't tease me with the idea of it being good if you're not going to make it good. If you're not going to do anything with the system. If you're not going to balance the game around the Keystone Killers. If you're not going to identify who your Keystone Killers are, if you're not going to have a system that when you have a matchmaking system to where that they are getting 2 kills against good players consistently over and over again, those killers, not the nurses, blights of the world. If you're not going to do the system that balances the game around the Keystone Killer, don't fucking bother us with it. Just let me come home and beat babies. If that's what you want me to do as the killer, then let me do that. At least I won't hate fucking 4 dead hards in my game anymore. You know what I'm saying? But again, that's fucking now, Rosie. When we were fighting to get the game fixed and we won the fight, never forget, we actually won. MMR came into the game and they were actually balancing around it. They were actually doing the game right, if anybody really remembers how good it used to be. Yeah, we could rotate. That person has like object or something. We got sent to the... Holy fuck, look at this! Bro, we're actually trapped in this room! We actually just trapped ourselves. Games have been alright. I've been finding that elevated planes have been our friend. Take low-risk shots. The only way to get spear hits is to throw more spears out. Getting stuck in there really sucked. Because we lost our pressure on that person. That's like having a little extra perk, bro. Okay, we forced them both off. She seems like their weakest player. I think we can get her. Very good. I actually planned that. Like, that was an actually calculated projection on where she was gonna go. Okay, stay on her. Okay, that's a bad shot. Okay, now we're gonna swing over here. Okay. Swing over here, get this extra regression event. That's an extra perk, bro. That's an extra fucking perk right there. This shouldn't be an anti-camp. Beautiful. Beautiful play. That's how you fucking Jason right there, everybody. That was absolutely perfect. That was my best stretch on the character ever. Okay, that's fine. We have a stockpile here. Push her. Come back in. I think we can get this. Very good. That's tech right there. Swing around here. We have 3 injures. Injure everybody. The character wants to be injuring the survivors. He wants them to be one-taps. If they're not one-taps, they're at least taking time to heal, which is off gens. Very nice. We have 2 coup stacks here. Ah, she dropped this. Okay. We at least burned the pallet. That gen is still regressing. They healed the basement. Look at that, gamers. He already hit her too. Right. She has that hard for sure. I think she used it, but I'm not positive. She just teabagged. I think. I was thinking we could stop that. Okay, we know where they are. They're healing right over there. That long distance nurse is calling, bro. I don't know where the fuck we didn't get their aura. They're right here. What the fuck? Why did we not get them? Huh. Weird. I don't know why we didn't get them. I have no idea why we didn't get them. We have to hard tunnel. Not getting them really sucked. Why didn't we get them? Maybe they were like in the basement or something. If they have, if she has it, she has it. We need this. Okay. Okay. 10%. That's an extra perk, bro. They don't really have many hook stages, unfortunate. She's got to take us to Shack. Nowhere to hide could be useful on him. If you're feeling really cute, you can actually go full no slowdown. If you trust this active stuff so much. Going full, you do have that option. She went up there. Notice how we didn't follow her? We adapted to what she was doing. Now, she didn't have to drop. That was thankful on her part that she did do that for us. But, it's like, okay, she's probably trying to drop. Damn. Very good. This is still winnable. Okay, we know where everybody is. Did she drop? Yeah, she's at a weird spot. This is a situation where we want Pop over Scourge. In these longer matches. Nowhere to hide though could be something to consider. Oh, they're both. Everyone's here. Everyone's here. That changes the whole fucking game. She has Shack. She has Shack. Leave her. Oh. Oh, you tried to heal. Why did you do that? Why did you do that? If you tried to heal, that means you dead. Big mistake right there. You can't be doing that. I guess they were worried about us doing like a double implant, but like, and going for the tunnel. But you can't be giving up the gens pressure like that. That just won us the game. That's why you go back to hook, guys. They have to go back. Never let them gaslight you. and just saying you can't do that. Do not let them gaslight you. Can we get an extra 5% if we just go back to this gen and do this again? We can! Yeah, that island's good, bro. Ah, close. And we zoned her. Low risk, high reward shot. Oh, we had her. We just had to throw it. We do have a score truck as well. What's up, Doc? I want to see if we can hit her with a spear. Maybe aim when she Kobe. What? Maybe aim when they're like on the tip. She Kobe, so we have to play this a little safer. But I want the 1-2. I saw my opening. That's that 1-2 down right there. I saw my opening, so I took it. I think you could do some interesting flicks with him. No barbecue there. Just come on here and use your power. Get that extra 5%. Get this extra percentage. We got the game won, so just in case. That was still red. That's why. She went in the corner like a dipshit. We still fucking hit them. Don't ever go in the corner, bro. What are you doing? We can if we hit her with a spear, we can de-kill her. Yep. Take advantage of your encounter GS tech. And then as soon as you kill somebody, grab the nearest hook. That was great. That was another great game. That was our best game ever. Because we actually, our shots there were less gimmicky. Good Jasons will be 8s here, average. I still say high B. I still say high B. But that's a fine place for him. I think he's Keystone. I think he's a Keystone character. Scorchhook we're 2-0 with, though. Oh, but bruh, the deputy's badge is his best add-on. You could get some crazy. It's an extra perk, bro. Deputy's badge is an extra perk. It makes all of your gen kicks 10% at the cost of a regression event. And again, remember, this is every regression event you do not use as a wasted resource. You might maximize some generators with this, but like you need every regression event you do not use is a wasted resource. Being able to just kick for 5 and then, bro, They should really experiment with making Killer's base kick do 10%. Having this is why I feel freer and not needing like the slowdowns, and why it's like, okay, I can sack pop because I have kick deputies badge. That's 10%. It's like it's like it's what? It's a full pop. It's like half a pop goes the weasel as an add-on. Having half a pop goes the weasel as an add-on, and it stacks. You can like use it on a gen that's already regressing. That's really good too. Being able to say, okay, we're getting some good value here. I can go over and apply another regression event with Deputy's badge is really good. Because it adds to your flow state, and it gets you more regression. This add-on's so good. This add-on's good too, bro. Again, it's not the solid rock value that you're seeing, it's the fact that you're not seeing the exhaustion perks, bro. We saw one sprint burst that whole game. Yeah, I know they're still running that shit. Well, I mean, wait, this is what we said, bro. Here's what we said, and here's what I will continue to say about all of that. He will not compete versus good survivors. Correct. Correct. Like, do you want me to, like, say that he can beat good survivors? He can't. I'm never going to say that to you. What I will say, though, I will continue to say that, oh my god, he can't beat my good teams is just it's a conversation blocker. It's an end to the conversation. Oh, we can't beat good teams, why even talk about him? Because, again, if you are making a tier list, there's like what 42 killers now or some ridiculous shit. Like 30 of them are in F. 30 of the killers are in F tier, bro. If the bench line is good survivors, 30 of the 40 killers are in F tier. Can compete versus great survivors. I mean, I don't even agree with that. If we're talking creme de la creme survivors that are gonna go win the game in 4 minutes, you pick Nurse, you pick Billy, or you pick Blight, or you're done. Or I guess Dracula can kind of do something. Maybe Twins can still do something. But it's like, you're talking about a select 5 killers. Like, you have to be... Mwah! You have to be the very best this game has to offer to compete versus great creme de la creme survivors. That's why I choose not to care about that conversation anymore. Not that it's not right, but the fact that there's nothing else to talk about if you talk like that. It's, oh, he can't beat good survivors, moving on. Well, yeah, he can't, but, like, Oni is a really neat killer, but if you just say he can't beat great survivors, and that's the end of the conversation, you miss out on a really fun killer. Lots of these killers don't have anything wrong with their design inherently, it's the fact that the game is so above them. What a great survivor is so above most of the roster that they can't do anything. I guess Ken can kind of compete. Again, there's like 40-something killers now. I get Ken can kind of compete. Only, like, Ken can kind of compete. Krisu used to be able to. I don't know if she can anymore. But it's like, you pick Nurse, Blight, Ken, Billy. Trashularity can kind of do something. But it's like, again, now we're talking about like a tier list of like, okay, F tier is complete non-viability. And now you're going by the characters who realistically have the best chance, which is Nurse, Billy, Ken, and then, okay, character Blight, then characters, okay, maybe they can do something. That would be like Twins, Vecna 2, Dracula, maybe Vecna 1, Trashularity, like that kind of shit, where it's like Spirits in there. Then it's like, okay, maybe they can kind of do something. That's where or Plague's in there. Plague's in the can possibly do something category. But then it's like, there's someone like Oni who can like, maybe do something. That Artist would be in there. Maybe Wesker, like, maybe can do something. Maybe they can get one. But that is the worst way to talk about Dead by Daylight because of the fact that, like, we know. And A tiers tie against genuinely good teams at best. Yeah, that's where I'm at. If you pick an A tier and do super good, you're probably gonna tie against a really insanely good team. But it's like, we all know Survivor's fucking OP. We all know Survivor's fucking OP. Right. You go even. You go right. Right. That's what we're saying. Versus even in the worst case. I don't know about that. Because again, that's like. It's like who is really a great survivor. Like when I'm talking great survivors, I'm talking about people that would be fantastic. Like if you got like the fucking. I don't want to say comp because they're not half as good as they think they are either. But in an ideal world, with an ideal competitive scene, do you remember when we did? Here. Do you remember when we tested your endgame build against 4 of us that were not on comms against genuine, like you almost? I don't even remember the results of that. I just know it was like. Almost even, and the guys that you were playing had no team experience together. Like, if you get like I remember those games, and yes, I actually do think you won every single time. But it's like those guys with no team experience literally pushed you to the limit there. And it's like, okay, pick a better killer. I think you were on Freddy, but it's like, okay, then grant the other people X amount of hours that they need to actually get to where they would need to be at the same level. Once you grant those things, the more skill you grant, that favors Survivor. Because Killer relies on them being bad, and that's like, that's just how the role is. And again, if you don't accept that, you're gonna hate the game way more than, like I said. Apathy is death. I have so much apathy towards this shit at this point, bro. I get no feeling on a win. I get no feeling on a loss. Absolutely. Like, I have nothing to, like, no emotions go into this game anymore. If I lose, whatever. If I win, great. That's why I say the Fortnite fucking wins that I get, the 2 Fortnite matches I win in a day, provide so much more gaming adrenaline than this does. Because this doesn't do anything for me, bro. Cool. Good night, design behavior. You just laugh and move on. Because that's just the way it is now. Right, and also with default tournament assumption, they would know your bill as well. Default tournament assumption, they know your bill as well. And Identity 5, they know, everybody knows spawning points. In tournaments, they know spawn points. So, I mean, they would know too. Again, I thought you won every game, but like, but it's like the games still went precisely how I thought they were going to go, pretty much. It was significantly harder for you to beat a team that didn't have comms. Dude, flicks. Flicks, bro. That might be the key. Right, which again, in a tournament build, they would be doing that. They would be running stuff that is dedicated to countering you. That's what, like, a counter pick is. That's just how, like, a tournament scene would work. I don't know why we didn't get them again. Does anybody know why that's happening? Well, that's like a fucking DVD. That's like the shit show comp we have right now. That wouldn't be my comp. My comp would be anything goes. I hate this fucking map, dude. It's trash. Bruh, flex, 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 flex! We need to fucking use a score truck, but the map's so fucking bad we can barely find one. There's this. Ever since we started flicking, our hit rate has gone way up. Now we can hit this with another run. So that was like 25. That was old score truck right there. We did not pay much attention to the barbecue though. That was our fault. Yunjin Lee? What, with a Cheryl skin? That's weird. That's just her name on PC. No flick there, no hit. Very good. Let's leave this. There we go. Oh, bullshit. Okay. We need to fucking... This isn't as bad as Larry's, but it's up there. Okay, we have haste. We should be getting a blood loss in a second as well. Very good. I feel good. Even though I probably shouldn't. Let's see if we can get another Scourge. I'll feel a lot better if we hit that. Our downs are happening quicker. Bro, we can't take that. It's blocked. Fuck this map. Yeah. The aim, I feel good because the aim is better. The aim is happening. We need to hardcore tunnel her. Because if we don't, we just got cooked. We could try a slug play here. Yeah. We can get a Scorch hook, maybe. Then we gotta swing over this way. Maybe we can find her. Right. This map counters 90% of the roster. But like I feel good about our shots is what I feel really good about. Right. Yeah, we're starting to flick a lot and that's helping. If you're not flicking, I would recommend it. Ah, that was bad. This map is trash, though. This will actually be my first loss here. What the hell? No. I see, this shit, like, look at the line of sight blockers. It just promotes non-interaction. Survivors win that trade if something promotes non-interaction. Because they could just hide. We've played really well tonight, though. They 3-gen themselves, too. It's fine, because they have the 8... Again, they're not actually punished for anything that they do, so... It's fine that they did that to themselves, because line of sight blockers and 8 progression events will be enough to save them. And they can just, like, do this and not interact with me the entire time. But, that's the deal, at least. We'll just do this. We kind of kept track of her even though we didn't trigger anything. Let's just go for this. I just want to interact with her. I want to see if we can hit her with a spear. God, I hate this fucking map, dude. The sad part is, it's not even as bad as I thought it was going to be, and I still hate it. God, that's a... Look at that loop. Look at that loop, guys. See, we gotta flick. You have to, like, flick. That makes it more consistent. That just... It helps that. That makes it a little easier. Yeah, that was a bad one. Trash map. What are you gonna do? Again, we played really well tonight. That was just a game. Bad map. What are you gonna do? We'll do one more. Holly, have we learned to teleport on this? Yeah, that map's not good. It's again, it's a thing. Just chalk it up and move on. There was no winning that, so you just move on. We'll do one more, and I think we'll call it after that. I'll be RB. Yeah, not great there, but again, we've been playing super good, so we started to find it, bro. The flicks seem to be helping. It's like a last little micro adjustment. Tight turns, lots of line of sight blockers, tight. Yeah, every killer that game struggles. Yeah. Again, you just say whatever, move on. Hope you get a better map next time. This game will only cause as much rage to you as you let it. That's what I've learned. You have full power over the matter this game causes you rage or not. And again, this used to cause me rage. I get more enraged reading patch notes than I do playing. Because reading patch notes, it's like you have an opportunity to like fix something, and you just don't. Playing the game, it's like, well, I can't really do anything. They're not fixing anything, so I can't do anything. That's the way they want it, so... When you accept that you're helpless because they want you to be, it's like, yep, I am helpless right now. That is what they want. But since that Grim Pantry match, we just started finding it. Yeah, I can imagine Dracula's not that good there. Because Dracula, you gotta have bat teleport spots. That's why Dracula's good. Because it's bad. If you don't have bat teleport spots, you are cooked. Those two back-to-back games, though, bro. Was it Swamp? Swamp, and then Or is it 3 games in a row we did really good on him? The game at the swamp into Temple of Purgation. That stretch was really solid. That was really solid stuff. Definitely something to kind of build upon there. And again, I also didn't hate what we were doing there. We got a lot of decent little hits there. Once you start finding your flow state, once you start finding your advantage state, wins will follow. Find your hits, find your spear. The hits, like hits will convert into wins eventually. You just have to keep going. I liked what we were doing there because we had a lot of like flick hits and stuff. We got an instant down at the Killer Shack. That was pretty damn solid, bro. Just go in and look for as much as you can, and you'll get more out of the next group if it doesn't go well. Or just quit. If you need a break, take a break. Fortnite's awesome this time of year. If you need a break from Dead by Daylight, bro, the new Fortnite season kicks ass. This is one of the best seasons they've done. Just like looking at the history of the game and stuff, this season actually kicks serious ass. And that's what I'm going to play as soon as I'm done with this stream. I've had a lot of success on Jason tonight. Also, again, bruh, while I was waiting for this fucking PlayStation to upload, bruh, I wish I could record on Switch so much. I had the most cracked hunting rifle shot I've ever hit. It was probably fucking 200 meters away, headshot, boom. It was so... bro, the hunting rifles are the best gun in Fortnite right now. If you like hunting rifles, bro, in Fortnite, Jesus Christ, this is their season. They are so good right now. Being able to insta-kill somebody is crazy good. And then, just the fact that, like, you might not get third-partied. The Fortnite season right now is heavily based around third-partying. If you can, like, have a hunting rifle, your chances of getting third-party after killing somebody with a hunting rifle are, like, slim to none. Because of the distance, of the sniper aspect of it. It's such a good gun. Oh well, I'll shut up about Fortnite. That'll be for another stream. Next time we just stream it, which we're not done streaming Fortnite. We are not done streaming Fortnite. I've just been playing a lot of off-stream Fortnite lately. Oh well, let's play some Jason. Okay, let's see here, mate. Oh shit, this map sucks. Withered Isle is the worst realm in this game right now. So again, expect to lose. We know what map we're on. I expect nothing. Trickster plan. Oh, that was a good look. Oh, I thought there was a hook behind me. I wish he had, like, unknown zoning. Yeah, Nowhere to Hide's gonna be super good on him, if anybody likes that perk. This is a Swift. Ooh, good luck again. What the fuck? He teleported. I knew where he was. You gotta use that switch sides. The switch sides is super underrated. This is definitely the Survive with Friends. They're playing that fucking beta male. Yeah, we're regressing. I wish that did more for you. It feels like it should. Very good. Relatively quick. Those guys could have looped me much longer. The one weakness of score choking with Jason is that you might not have one if you break it. Jesus. Again, Withered Isle is the worst realm for maps. It's the worst one. There was no section of map that is as bad for you as this shit is. We have their options semi-limited. That wasn't even a score choke. You might find Pop to be slightly more consistent. Oh God, I can't come out anywhere on this side. There it is, okay. You have to wait for this whole animation to go. Oh no, the auto-aim cucked us. I think the... Oh yeah. Oh no, I would 100% agree with that. Vecna 1? Oh yeah. Vecna 1 is top 15. Vecna 1 is good, bro. Now I'll go get you. Oh, double pallet setup, nice. Man, your junk's huge. Flipping that shit. Oh, however do you do it, survivors? You're so talented looping the double pallet setup next to the killer shack. How do you do it? They zoned her a little bit. Yeah. Another double pallet? How many double pallet setups are next to the shack? Again, you just have to laugh or this game will kill you, bro. Double pallet setups? There's 2 double pallet setups next to Killer Shack, bro. And they pallet density is fine. Like, you laugh at those people that think that. Because there's nothing else to do. If they think this game, in its current state, is fair, there's nothing that can be said about them, bro. Which Vecna are we talking about? Just say Vecna and Vecna 2. Vecna 2 is Stranger Things Vecna, and Vecna 1 is Dungeons and Dragons Vecna. This is such a horrendous realm, bro. I'm tempted to play another one, because, like, god damn, this realm is not even Dead by Daylight. Can't they adjust it for certain maps? Like, this was not real, this wasn't a real match, dude. I had no way of competing here. And they're already on the gate. They're already on the gate. Which Vecna are we talking about? He meant Stranger Things Vecna. And where do we think he is? Because you said Stranger Things Vecna was trash when I was calling him really good. So where do you think he is? I can't believe we got one. With how busted that map is, we should be getting nobody. Good games tonight, though. Look at the double pallet setup, Killer Shack, double pallet setup, chainable to a jungle gym, chainable to this pallet setup. Is this double too? No, it's not, but still. Jesus Christ, how many more do they need? Chainable, that jungle gym's chainable in the main, chainable into that. It's a fucking shit show. And actually, yeah, we couldn't really win that, but still, we still got one. Faking the hit conditions them into falling for a hit when they don't just basic attack. Yeah, I made a whole video on this. It's 50 minutes. Yeah, Stranger Things Vecna is actually really good. Where did you say he was? Faking the hit condition. Yeah. Stranger Things Vecna is insanely good. Stranger Things Vecna, let me make it very clear. Stranger Things Vecna is better than Dungeons & Dragons Vecna. But Dungeons & Dragons Vecna is not bad. Dungeons & Dragons Vecna still shits on like half the roster. Dungeons & Dragons Vecna is probably top 15 still. He's really good, bro. Like, bro, that pallet density is just like, you have to laugh at it. You drop in Withered Isle and you know you lose. It's that simple. You know you lose. If they have half a fucking brain cell, you lose that game. It's literally just a free survivor win simulator. Stranger Things Vecna counters pallet density. That I do agree with. The pallets are not a defense against Stranger Things Vecna. I need to play this killer a lot more. Next stream, the next stream we're going to play some Stranger Things Vecna, because he is actually, I haven't played him post nerf, but he's still insanely good. We need to switch up that build though. He's also a killer that can actually probably do well with the flow state meta. The meta actually does synergize with him. Oh well, I'm done. Good games tonight though. Those two, that solid string of Jason games we had, I think there was like 2 or 3 in a row where I said we did pretty good. Good shit. We'll be back later, though. Maybe one more stream before I go on vacation. We will see. I'm going on vacation, so there will be no streams at all next week. So maybe I'll try to sneak one more in. I might have a date later, too, so... I might have a date, so... We will see what happens, lads. But, yeah, I'm getting the hell out of here. GG's.